Hello, today we're going to do a product review on about an 8-year-old camera, a camcorder, and this is the Panasonic SDR-H81. And don't let that HDD fool you, that does not mean high definition, that means hard disk drive. It has got a hard disk drive in this, and it's only standard definition. It ain't HD or nothing, but it's a good little camera for its time. I used to use this when I first uploaded YouTube videos, was done with this camera, like my nights out and stuff. The reason why I don't really use this anymore, because it's a little bit bulky to take. It's pretty small, but it's a little bit bulky to take around with you. And a phone does a good job when you're inside. I mean, you don't really need, if you're inside a place, you don't really need to use the zoom, which this has got a fantastic zoom, 70 optical zoom, and that zooms quite a long way, believe me, which you don't get with phones or action cams. I mean, yeah, so if you want to do zoom shots, best to have a camcorder. I mean, you can get high definition ones and 4K ones these days, but they do go for quite a lot of money. I mean, you both pay for a good camera, you do tend to have to pay a lot of money for those. But yeah, it's got a few features on this. So we've got a screen here, and this screen articulates. If you articulate it that way, the image flips. You can see it that way, or you can flip it how you want to, really. Do it like that, but it don't go all the way that way. So here we have a USB, so you can connect it to your PC and download the files, the videos, and it even takes pictures, so you can download it. But it does require its own software, and I think it does record as a MOV file, not MP4 that I like, because its MP4s are quite easy to edit. This uses MOV files, and I'm not happy with MOV files, because with this camera you try and take the image onto your PC and use it with another piece of software to edit. Even when you're recording widescreen, which you can play it back in widescreen, when you try and edit it, it narrows the image to full screen for some reason, and that's something I don't like. And obviously I don't have the option to record with high definition on this camera, because it doesn't record in high definition. It's quite an old camera. Let's say you've got two options how to record. You can record onto its hard drive, which is a 60GB hard drive on this, or you can got the option put in an SD card if you want to. So if you want to do more, if you fill up the hard drive, you can start putting it on SD card, which is a good thing. Yeah, so let's have a look. So we've got some options here. You can bin the file, manual, whatever that does. I do not have the manual anymore. iOS, lights, you can turn the light on and off. Here we have an option if you want to put it into your TV set. So you connect it through this, and it goes through to your AV. So you can use that, so you can tell it's not high definition straight away. That's what you get is AV cables. But yeah, it's alright. And in order for you to connect it to a PC, obviously you've got to take the battery out. You can't have the battery in, so that connects to your charger. So when that connects to your charger, it stops charging the battery for a start, but then the power goes to this. Yes, you can still use it as a camcorder or whatever you want to use it with the mains. So then you can plug that into your computer, download your files, edit, whatever. Yeah, so let's put the battery in. It's only a small little thing. So connect it. Just goes in like that, clips in, and you're ready to go. So what we got some options here. So we got camera mode, camcorder mode. So that turns on the camcorder. So we got playback. Obviously there's no data in there. So then we got picture recording mode, so you can take pictures with it. As you can see, we've got we can take a lot of stills with that. 99,999. Also, I think you can alter the quality maybe, and then you can view your pictures. But we ain't got nothing on there at the moment, so we can't. So let's put it into camera mode, and let's have a look at the screen. So first things first, let's undo the lens cap, which is built in. So all you have to do is that. So you're not going to see much because it's pretty. One camera recording to another camera is not that good, and it's too light for some reason to view the view screen for some reason. So let's have a look at the controls here. So we got a little menu button here. I like the navigation keys like this. You can do that. So let's go to basic. So we've got scene mode, whatever that is. So you click that. So we've got all different options here you can use. Record mode. So we've got 3 different options. We've got long play, short play, XP. So that means extra short play. Obviously, if you go to XP, the quality is much better. Obviously, you don't get so much time to store it, but you get the best quality. And this thing does record in 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second. So you do get that. I think LP only records in 30 frames per second, or I don't know. I can't remember. So I don't have the manual anymore. So record aspect ratio. So you've got 16:9 or 4.3. Clock set. World, you can even set a world clock if you want to take it away abroad with you, which is good. So click menu, so that takes you out. So let's have a look at advanced settings. So we got de-zoom, what that does, face framing, probably face recognition, wing cut, guidelines, zoom mic. Oh, what's that? You can push that in, it comes up with that, whatever that does. Backlight, whatever these, fade on. So you got an on. I think you can edit while you're on the move, so that's a good thing. So let's get out of that. So that's also set up. Is that display time? I think I've gone through this, and I can't remember. So display, date, time. If you want to record the date and the time on there. Change the format of the time. Quick start, it's always on for some reason, I don't know what that does. Economy, so that obviously saves your battery, it shuts down when you're not using it, I guess. Oh right, so this is the media select, so you can select either the hard disk drive or the SD card. Yeah, when it's set up, you can even change the language if you want to. So yeah, it's a good little camcorder. Yeah, with the battery, so obviously you get a strap to hold it with, which is pretty comfortable to use, very comfortable. So obviously we got some more buttons at the top here. So the camera focuses. So this is web mode here. So you can obviously use it as a webcam if you want to, and whatever that is. So you've got your zoom mechanism, so you can turn it that way and turn it that way, so it zooms out and that comes back in. So very nice, that's really nicely done. Here you have your record button or your camera button if you want to take photographs of it. I wouldn't recommend taking photographs of this because camcorders are not the best thing to take photos with. It is designed to be a webcam, and it's the same way the other way around with a stills camera. They're the best at taking stills camera. They're obviously not that great at being camcorders. That's what their purpose is a web camcorder. So hard disk drive, you can see that. So let's have a look at the front of it. So you can see here is the lens. So you get a nice big lens. So here's the lens cap or the cover, whatever you want to call it. Very nicely done. There's no plastic thing to take off there, but it would be nice to protect that. So there's no cover on it. So that's obviously your flash, is your stereo zoom, stereo microphone, so that's good. So let's have a look underneath it. So you can mount it on a tripod if you want to. Not what that is, but it says there, oh, it just gives you the name, but obviously it might do something, I don't know what it does. But it is a good camcorder. Obviously it's an old camcorder now, but I just thought I'd review it. Yeah, so over here we have the charger, and I do have a spare battery for it. As I say, this is the AC adapter, so you can use this to power your webcam, your camera as well, so you can see there. But it does, as I said before, it does, if you do connect your camera to it, it won't charge the battery at the same time for some reason. Right, as we see, I've connected the camera up to the adapter, so that's lining into that. So there's the camera. Let's open the door, so when we switch it on we can see what it does. So let's switch it on. So that'll connect up to the camera. Oh, set time. No, we don't want to set. It's going to be a bit difficult now. No. So when you plug it into the computer, it gives you options. If you can see it, if it'll let you see it. No, I can't. Here we go. So, no, I still can't see it. Here we go. So it gives you options. So if you can't see it, it gives you web mode, DVD copy, PC recorder, or is that PF something bridge. So let's go to PC recorder, and that connects it up to the computer. So we've got the hard disk drive. So there's nothing stored on there. So it beeps, so it knows it's connected to the computer. So then it comes up. Let's get rid of that a minute. This is the software that it comes with. Video Cam Suite. If it loads up. Yeah, there we go. Updating. Right, so this is the software. So this is where you can do your edits and your other stuff. Import to PC. Create a DVD, edit image, playback on PC, and settings. You got some settings that you can change for your PC hard disk drive. Change all your drives and where you want to save it and load it. Create a disk, DVD video, DVD VR, and SD card. So, basically that's your settings. Playback on a PC, format disk. Oh look, you can even get operating instructions, which is a good thing. So there's all your instructions if you want to know how to use your camcorder. That's good. Now it's not responding. Oh, this is going well, isn't it? Close to sample menu. So here we are. So up here we get you can import to your PC, play, edit. Create media, and go to YouTube, but this program only lets you upload to 10-minute segments. It's quite an old piece of software that came with the webcam back in the day. I'm surprised it still works on Windows 7 actually, so it probably won't work on Windows 10. So with capture, search and delete. Yeah, so let's exit out of that. So obviously you can still go into your camcorder if you want to. So obviously the DCIM, that's where your stills are going to be. Could be your videos there because we've got SD video as well. So I do not know. Perhaps DCIM stores everything. I don't know. But yeah, you've got options if you want to put it into your computer, and yeah, all sorts of things. It is a good little camera, but unfortunately it's a lot of messing about if you want to edit videos, because you've got to have it in the MOV file, and it's a pain to edit them otherwise because it shrinks them down for some reason, and obviously it's not high definition. It's the reason why I don't use it anymore, and I tend to stick to using my phone. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.